On Saturday, November 21st, we took a short flight to New Orleans. This was the first time Ender and I visited Louisiana. For lunch, we went to Acorn at City Park. This is an urban park founded in 1854, about twice the size of Central Park.
After lunch, we walked through the park to Café du Monde for beignets. They're basically fried dough with powdered sugar. They were delicious. We then drove just out of the park to kayak on the Bayou St. John.
Our guide told us about how the bayou was used in the 1700s to transport goods to and from the Mississippi River. This attracted French explorers, traders, and trappers who helped found the city here in 1718. It was fun kayaking under the bridges, and the weather was perfect.
We then drove to our Airbnb at Rampart and Frenchman Street in the Marigny neighborhood. The house itself is a 200-year-old historic Creole cottage with all the decor to match. There's even a back patio with a pool and jacuzzi.
For dinner, we walked down Frenchman Street, where we ran into lots of live music. We ended the night by eating some ice cream and swinging on this bench.
Sunday morning, we walked down to the old U.S. Mint building, where they had old U.S. coins in this old calculator. And upstairs, they also had a jazz museum. We then bought some hats and walked further into downtown to St. Louis Cathedral.
Next door was the Louisiana State Museum, where we learned about the impact of Hurricane Katrina and the recovery. And upstairs, we learned all about the tradition of Mardi Gras with their fantastic costumes. This one's themed for the Wizard of Oz. From the second floor, we get a great view of Jackson Square.
We then took a drive over to Music Box Village, where the buildings were all musical instruments. One of the co-founders created a song by playing different houses. Eventually, we started playing the music boxes. As soon as the night fell, the village only got more beautiful.
Monday morning, we went to the New Orleans School of Cooking to learn how to cook some traditional meals. We started by making some bread pudding. There was a teaching mirror above the cooking table. We made some meat pies, and then for our main course, we made both gumbo and jambalaya.
Once finished, we all sat down and got to eat all of the foods we cooked from scratch, and had the bread pudding for dessert.
Afterwards, we walked down to the original Café du Monde for some more beignets before heading to the National World War II Museum.
we learned about all the events surrounding World War II. Afterwards, we had Indian food, Mexican food, oysters, and Moroccan food for dinner.
Before going back home, we did a Pokemon Go raid together. And Tuesday morning, we did a walking tour with Richard from French Quarter Kids Tours.
We learned about the importance of the Mississippi River to the city and how the shape of the harbor led to its name as the Crescent City. We also learned how Andrew Jackson won the Battle of New Orleans before he became president. That's him in Jackson Square.
Let's have some rhythm, mix it with a little bit of swing. When you bounce, you get there. You time chaser every time you swing.
We then went to Blaine Kern's Mardi Gras World, where we learned about the making of the big Mardi Gras parade floats.